Ladies and gentlemen, the Newton Nomadic Theater presents Story Slam.
So I am the mother of 3 boys, and so with that comes a lot of stories. But the one I want to share tonight about moving on involves my son Knox, who is 8. And when he was 3, he was diagnosed with autism. And when your child is diagnosed with autism, your whole life shifts. You know, when you have a baby and you think about what their life is going to be like, you think about the prom, and you think about, you know, them staying up all night with someone and falling in love. But you don't think about going to therapy appointments all the time. But with that diagnosis, that's exactly what happened. So we got the diagnosis, and they said there's 5 towns you can move to. For my son, for his type of autism, the spectrum, he had to be in a quote-unquote high IQ town. So they said, your choices are Newton, Newburyport, Wellesley, Bedford, or Lexington. We were living in Chelsea. Chelsea is one of the lowest income, poorest cities in the state, and we were told we had to move to Newton, one of the wealthiest. We had just finished renovating our home, which we did with our own, basically, blood, sweat, and tears. And within days, that house was on the market because we were in survival mode and we needed to save him. We needed to do everything we could. So, from 2009 to about 2013, we were in survival mode. And we did everything to try to save this boy. And we got, day after day, hard news. He was behind on this, he was behind on that, he wasn't where he should be on this. And when you get that day after day after day, it breaks you. To me, he was perfect. I felt like nobody else could see it. So, he's improving. In 2014, I enroll him in a piano lesson, right across the street here, jamming with you. And we have lessons with this guy, Josh. And Josh walks in, and he's not at all what I envision as a piano teacher. He's got tattoos up and down his arms. He's got baggy pants and earrings, and he's hip. It was great. And what he also has is this ability to connect with children. And he connected with my child in such a way that he lit a fire in his belly for the piano, like nothing I've ever seen. In 1 year, my 7-year-old learned 146 songs. He did about 3 years worth of work in 1. We found out a few weeks ago that he has perfect pitch, which for anybody, I'm not a musician. I don't know where I got these genes. But that means that you've got a keyboard with 88 keys. If you hit one of those keys and he's in the next room, he'll say, oh, that was a C. If I knock on this piece of wood, he'll say, that was a D. If I say to him, can you hum an E? He can hum an E perfectly. It's something that 1% of the population has. So my son, who for years we went through this grueling process of hearing what was wrong with him. He was off on this and behind on this and behind on that. My son was ahead on this. And for the first time, we heard something positive. And so, I am eternally grateful to that man over there. Because, well, all these other people helped, these clinicians, they focused on his weaknesses. And he was the first one to find his gift and pull it out. So while we moved on physically from Chelsea to Newton, Josh finding his gift as piano helped me move on emotionally from the scars of the initial diagnosis. Thank you.